Horton's World welcomes you. The Himalayas, a land of unforgiving beauty. Towering peaks pierce the sky. Glaciers carve paths through ancient rock. The air is thin. The silence is absolute, broken only by the wind. It whispers through the valleys, carrying with it a legend, a story whispered by generations of mountain people, a story of a creature that haunts the high passes, the Yeti. The Himalayas are more than just mountains. They are a sacred land, a place of pilgrimage, a place where the veil between our world and the spirit world is thin. For centuries, the people of the Himalayas have coexisted with nature. They understand the rhythms of the mountains. They respect their power. In their ancient traditions, the Yeti is more than just a creature. It is a guardian spirit, a protector of the mountains and their inhabitants. The Himalayas, the highest mountain range on Earth, a place of breathtaking beauty and unparalleled danger. For centuries, these mountains have been home to a rich tapestry of cultures and traditions. The people who live here have learned to survive in one of the harshest environments on the planet. They have also learned to coexist with the creatures that inhabit these heights, both real and legendary. Among the many stories passed down through generations, the tale of the Yeti stands out. It is a story whispered around campfires, a story that sends chills down spines. The Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, is a creature of myth and mystery, a creature said to roam the high passes and glaciers, leaving behind only footprints and fear. To the Sherpa people who live in the shadow of Mount Everest, the Yeti is known as the Métis. This name translates roughly to man-bear, but the Métis is far more than just a large primate. It is a powerful spirit, a protector of the mountains and all who dwell within them. The Sherpa believe that the Métis plays a vital role in maintaining the balance of nature. It is said to punish those who disrespect the mountains, who hunt recklessly, or who pollute the land. But to those who approach the mountains with reverence, the Métis is a benevolent guardian. Stories abound of lost travelers guided back to safety by the Métis, of villagers protected from avalanches by its warnings. The belief in the Yeti is not limited to the Sherpa people. Throughout the Himalayas, from Tibet to Nepal to Bhutan, stories of encounters with the creature have been passed down for centuries. These stories are often woven into the fabric of local religions and traditions. Buddhist monasteries scattered across the Himalayas contain ancient texts that mention the Yeti. These texts often describe the creature as a drem, a type of wild man or Yeti, believed to inhabit remote and mountainous regions. The drem is often depicted as a fearsome creature, but also as a symbol of the wilderness and the untamed forces of nature. Local shamans and healers incorporate the Yeti into their rituals and beliefs. The Yeti's place in Himalayan cosmology is complex and multifaceted. It is a creature that embodies both the fear and the reverence that the people of the Himalayas feel towards the mountains they call home. The Yeti is a reminder of the power of nature, of the mysteries that still lie hidden in the world around us. The Yeti stories serve as cautionary tales, reminding people to respect the delicate balance of nature and to tread lightly upon the earth. They also offer a glimpse into the rich spiritual traditions of the Himalayas, where the line between the natural and the supernatural is often blurred. The Yeti is more than just a cryptid, a creature of myth and legend. It is a symbol of the enduring power of storytelling, of our fascination with the unknown, and of the deep connection between humanity and the natural world. The year is 1921. The British Empire, ever eager to conquer new frontiers, sets its sights on Mount Everest. a reconnaissance expedition led by Lieutenant Colonel Charles Howard Berry ventures into the heart of the Himalayas. Their goal to map a route to the summit of the world's highest peak. High on the slopes of Everest, amidst the treacherous crevasses and icy winds, the expedition encounters something unexpected. Something that will forever change the way the world views the Himalayas. Footprints, massive footprints, unlike anything they have ever seen before. The footprints are too large to belong to any known animal. They are clearly bipedal, suggesting a creature that walks upright. The Sherpa guides accompanying the expedition have a name for the creature that made these tracks, the Mete. The birth of a myth. Word of the strange footprints reaches England, carried on the winds of rumor and speculation. The British press, always hungry for a sensational story, seizes upon the tale of the mysterious mountain creature. The name Mete is deemed too exotic, too foreign. A new name is needed, one that will capture the imagination of the public. And so, the Abominable Snowman is born. Expeditions and encounters. The decades that follow see a flurry of expeditions to the Himalayas, all fueled by the desire to find proof of the Abominable Snowman. Adventurers, explorers, and scientists from around the world converge on the region, eager to make their mark on history. Some expeditions return with tantalizing clues, more footprints, tufts of hair, even alleged droppings. Others claim to have seen the creature itself, fleeting glimpses in the mist or shadows moving in the moonlight. But concrete evidence remains elusive. Among the most famous Yeti hunters is Sir Edmund Hillary, the first man to summit Mount Everest. Hillary, a seasoned mountaineer, takes a keen interest in the legend. He even leads an expedition specifically dedicated to finding the creature. Science meets legend. As the legend of the Yeti grows, so too does the skepticism. Scientists, many of whom initially dismissed the creature as a myth, begin to investigate the evidence. Hair samples are analyzed, footprints are studied, and eyewitness accounts are scrutinized. The results are mixed. Some hair samples are identified as belonging to known animals, such as bears or yaks. Footprints, often distorted by snow and ice, prove difficult to definitively attribute to any particular creature. The Yeti's emergence into popular culture coincided with the golden age of monster movies. The 1950s saw a surge in films featuring giant insects, radioactive reptiles, and, of course, mysterious creatures from the Himalayas. The Yeti, with its terrifying reputation and air of mystery, was a natural fit for the silver screen. One of the most iconic Yeti films of this era was The Abominable Snowman, 1957, directed by Val Guest. The Yeti's popularity wasn't limited to horror films. The creature also found its way into comics, cartoons, and children's literature. In these lighter interpretations, the Yeti was often portrayed as a gentle giant, a misunderstood creature seeking friendship or acceptance. Comic books, particularly those aimed at younger audiences, frequently featured Yeti characters. These Yetis were often depicted as clumsy but well-meaning creatures, getting into all sorts of mischief and adventures. They were furry, lovable, and far removed from the terrifying monsters of the silver screen. The Yeti's presence in popular culture fueled a real-world fascination with the creature. Expeditions to the Himalayas became increasingly common, with explorers and adventurers eager to find proof of the creature's existence. Some of these expeditions were funded by media outlets, eager to capitalize on the public's thirst for Yeti news. Among the most sought-after pieces of Yeti evidence were artifacts, objects said to have belonged to or originated from the creature. These artifacts ranged from strands of hair and pieces of skin to alleged Yeti scalps preserved in monasteries. Perhaps the most famous of these artifacts is the so-called Pangbosh hand, a mummified hand kept in a monastery in Nepal. A global phenomenon. Through movies, comics, and expeditions, the Yeti transcended its Himalayan origins to become a global phenomenon. The creature's image adorned everything from cereal boxes and lunchboxes to t-shirts and toys. The Yeti, once a creature of myth and legend, had become a marketable commodity. Echoes in the digital age. The 21st century brought a new era of exploration. The internet and social media allowed stories and images to be shared instantly. Amateur adventurers armed with smartphones ventured into the wilds. The Himalayas became increasingly accessible. With more visitors came a resurgence of Yeti sightings. Stories with grainy photos and videos surfaced online. Hikers claimed to see a large, hairy creature. The lens of technology, a new perspective. The advent of advanced technology brought new tools to the hunt for the Yeti. Drones, equipped with high-definition cameras and thermal imaging sensors, could now access areas previously considered too dangerous or remote for humans. Researchers hope that these technological advancements might finally provide the evidence needed to prove or disprove the Yeti's existence. The enigma endures. Despite the influx of technology and the renewed interest in the Yeti, the creature remained as elusive as ever. Photos and videos, often taken at a distance or in poor lighting, proved inconclusive. Footprints, while intriguing, could be attributed to a variety of factors, from melting snow and shifting ice to misidentification of known animal tracks. A meeting of minds. The flickering firelight danced across the weathered faces of the two men. Outside, the Himalayan wind howled down from the peaks. Inside the Sherpa lodge, a different kind of storm brewed, a clash of ideologies. Dr. James Carter, a renowned zoologist, adjusted his glasses. Across from him sat Tenzing, a Sherpa guide with vast knowledge of the mountains. The voice of science, the whisper of legend.
With all due respect, Tenzing, I have yet to encounter any evidence that would lead me to believe in the existence of a creature like the Yeti. Every footprint, every hair sample, every blurry photograph can be explained away by more plausible explanations. Misidentification, hoaxes, or simply the power of suggestion.
Tenzing listened patiently, his dark eyes reflecting the flickering flames.
Dr. Carter, you look at these mountains through the lens of science, seeking explanations in data and measurements. But there are things in this world that science cannot explain, forces that exist beyond the realm of your instruments and textbooks. The Yeti is more than just an animal to my people. It is a spirit, a guardian of these sacred peaks.
I understand the importance of stories and beliefs, Tenzing, but as a scientist, I'm compelled to seek tangible evidence. I need more than just anecdotes and folklore. I need proof, something concrete that I can analyze, something that can withstand the scrutiny of the scientific community.
And what if that proof remains elusive? Does that mean the Yeti does not exist? Or does it simply mean that our methods of understanding are incomplete? That there are still mysteries in this world that lie beyond our current grasp?
The fire crackled, sending sparks dancing up the chimney. The two men sat in silence for a moment, the weight of their differing perspectives hanging heavy in the air. Dr. Carter, a man of logic and reason, found himself wrestling with the limits of his own understanding. Tenzing, a man of faith and tradition, recognized the inherent skepticism in the scientist's eyes, but refused to let it diminish his own beliefs. A glimmer of understanding passed between the two men. they might never agree on the nature of the Yeti.
The mountains hold many secrets, Dr. Carter. Perhaps in time they will reveal them to us.
He had come to the Himalayas seeking answers. The Yeti's image has traveled far beyond the icy peaks of the Himalayas. What began as whispers in the wind, shared around crackling fires in remote villages, has become a global phenomenon. The Abominable Snowman, once a creature of myth and legend, has stepped onto the world stage, leaving its mark on popular culture, tourism, and our collective imagination. From Hollywood blockbusters to children's cartoons, the Yeti has been reimagined and reinterpreted countless times. It has graced cereal boxes, t-shirts, and even inspired its own brand of energy drinks. Guardian of a fragile ecosystem. The Yeti's enduring popularity has had an unexpected consequence. It has brought much-needed attention to the fragile ecosystem of the Himalayas. As more and more people venture into these remote regions, drawn by the allure of the Yeti legend, they are confronted with the realities of climate change, deforestation, and the impact of human activity on the natural world. The melting glaciers, once thought to be the Yeti's domain, serve as a stark reminder of the environmental challenges facing the region. The stories of the Yeti, often rooted in respect for nature and the interconnectedness of all living things, take on a new urgency in the face of these challenges. Conservationists have seized upon the Yeti's popularity as a way to raise awareness about the importance of preserving the Himalayas. An enduring enigma. Despite decades of expeditions, countless eyewitness accounts, and the advent of advanced technology, the Yeti remains an enigma. No definitive proof of its existence has ever been found. No clear photograph, no verifiable DNA sample, no skeletal remains. Yet the legend persists, fueled by new sightings, intriguing clues, and the enduring power of belief. Skeptics continue to dismiss the Yeti as a product of misidentification, folklore, and wishful thinking. They argue that all alleged evidence can be explained away by more plausible explanations. Bears, snow leopards, or simply the tricks that light and shadow can play in the high altitudes. Believers, however, point to the sheer volume of sightings, the consistency of descriptions, and the cultural significance of the Yeti in Himalayan societies. The mountains remain silent. The sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the snow. The wind whispers through the peaks, carrying with it the echo of ancient tales. The Himalayas, as they have for millennia, hold their secrets close. The Yeti, the elusive phantom of these heights, remains a mystery. Perhaps it always will. We have explored the origins of the legend, traced its journey from ancient folklore to global phenomenon. We have examined the evidence, weighed the arguments of skeptics and believers. We have marveled at the Yeti's enduring grip on our imaginations, but the question that has haunted humanity for centuries remains unanswered. Does the Yeti truly exist? A legacy of wonder. The Yeti, whether real or imagined, has left an undeniable mark on the world. It has fueled our sense of adventure and ignited our curiosity. The legend speaks to a deep-seated human need to believe in something mysterious and extraordinary. It has become a symbol of the Himalayas, a reminder of the wildness and wonder in our world. The pursuit of the Yeti has led to countless discoveries about the natural world and ourselves. The Yeti will continue to captivate and inspire us, challenging our assumptions and igniting our imaginations, or at least not overrun by mischievous creatures with chains and a penchant for birch branch discipline. The choice is ours, to succumb to fear or embrace our own agency, and above all, respect the journey. There's more Yeti than meets the eye, and a profound appreciation for the precious and fleeting gift of life. Yeti can never erase the impact of a life lived with intention and love. Whether ultimately product of our collective imagination or something entirely unexpected, the journey itself is a testament to the power of human curiosity, the importance of scientific inquiry, and the enduring allure of the unknown. Yet they also represent strength, wisdom, and the potential for transformation. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history of Abominable Snowman. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Horton's World for more explorations into the world's most fascinating myths and legends. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What other mythical creatures or legends would you like us to explore next? Share your ideas, and let's keep the flame of mystery burning bright. And as always, stay curious.